This is a special presentation from UFC Fight Pass. Step into our world at ufcfightpass.com.
Hey, happy Halloween, everybody. I'm TJ DeSantis, and this is a marathon of freak show fights. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you some fights that are from the UFC Fight Pass library, which, by the way, is the world's largest combat sports library. It's got everything. It's got BJJ. It's got boxing. It's got mixed martial arts, and it's got some freaky things in it. I'm telling you. Biggest no-brainer in all of combat sports. QR code on the screen right now. Use your phone and sign up. Like I said, biggest no-brainer in all of combat sports. All right, we're going to jump into things. I'm sure you've seen some of these fights. A lot of these fights you've probably seen before as the quote-unquote freak show fights. But some of my picks aren't top of mind. I'm going to show you something special to start this show out. This fight took place in 2005, and the general public was not able to watch it until UFC Fight Pass launched because Dana White said, quote, "That fight was too bloody, no one will ever see it." Well, guess what? You're going to see it right now. I don't think anybody's ever seen it, not on Fight Pass. So if you're not a member of Fight Pass, first off, fix that. But no, I'm giving you a real treat. It's Jonathan Goulet, the Road Warrior, a guy who trained with George St. Pierre, and Jay Hieron, the Thoroughbred. And I'm not going to spoil it for you at all. But keep in mind, this is back when the prelims weren't live televised. So when we came up on regular broadcast television that night, the viewer at home, me, in an apartment in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota in 2005, didn't really know anything that had happened. But the entire octagon canvas was a crimson red. Whose blood was it? Goulet's? Hieron's? Find out now as we kick off this marathon of freak show fights.
So we're set for a welterweight matchup. Our tail of the tape. The American against the Canadian. The American is 3 years older, does have a reach disadvantage as he is 2 inches shorter. They both weigh in the welterweight category, 170 pounds or under. For the official introductions of this welterweight matchup from the Hard Rock, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He holds a mixed martial arts record of 13 wins with 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Victoriaville, Canada, Jonathan, the Road Warrior Goulet. And now introducing his opponent, standing in the red corner. This man is a wrestler and a boxer and holds a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins with 1 loss. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, he weighed in at 168 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Jay Thoroughbred Hieron. When the action begins, the referee in charge of this contest is John Shorley.
So John Shorley, our referee, the debut of Jonathan Goulet, who many have said is a George St. Pierre Jr. Jay Hieron was defeated by St. Pierre in his first ever trip into the octagon. So a message here for Hieron as he gets to take on a friend and training partner of the man who defeated him. And you know what, Joe? A high kick early by Jonathan Goulet.
Yeah, Goulet's got great stand-up. Really been looking forward to seeing this guy fight for a while. He looks very confident on his feet. Jay Hieron, we saw him get stopped by George St. Pierre. He's much more of a wrestler. And he uses his wrestling skills to get Goulet on his back.
You know, Drew Fickett, James Irvin, they lost their UFC debuts and then came back very impressively in their second UFC. So that may be what we see here for Jay Hieron, is that, you know what, it was tough the first time, couldn't get it done. Now I can get it done the second time. I'm not as nervous. Maybe the nerves will be in Goulet with his UFC debut.
Absolutely. I mean, Jay Hieron is an accomplished wrestler, an accomplished athlete. He's, he's training at a great camp. It's hard. The first fight, the big show, it's very difficult to show your true skills. There's just so much pressure. And unfortunately for him, he fought a guy who is much more comfortable than he is, had more experience in the octagon, and is a phenomenal talent.
Well, Hieron has moved to Vegas now, has very intense training pretty much on a daily basis with Phil Baroni.
Nice, good side control. He got the side control. Hieron moved over, and he's got Goulet's back.
Hieron very confident.
He's got an
early.
arm in.
Can he be the finisher with the choke?
He's got the choke, and he's got one hook, and he's got to get his left leg in to secure Jonathan Goulet's back. He's got the over-under here.
Referee John Shorley right on top of the action.
Good composure by Goulet. That was a bad situation. Now he's working a Kimura on his own. He's got a hold of Hieron's arm. Hieron's arm is in jeopardy, especially since he only has one hook in. Oh, spun out of it.
And they are back to neutral position. Now remember the striking ability of Goulet.
Yes, this is definitely Goulet's advantage.
We were actually thinking the same thing there. That's where we're great team. That's right, baby. Team, baby.
Good high kick by Goulet.
Ducked under that one to Jay Hieron. Hieron really wants to send a message. He's worked his stand-up. He's an excellent wrestler. Wouldn't say he's a world-class wrestler. He's an excellent wrestler, though.
He's taking some shots, though. His stand-up is improved, but it's so hard to catch up to someone who's much better than you at stand-up.
And Goulet is undefeated in the 170-pound weight class. He's on an 8-fight winning streak coming here into the octagon tonight.
Nice takedown by Jay Hieron. Inside control, dropping some hammer fists.
Down here is where Jay Hieron has the advantage. Side control.
Hieron's doing a really good job of controlling Goulet.
Neutralizing the striking advantage of Jonathan Goulet when he has side control on the canvas here inside the octagon.
Goulet doing a good job of defending himself in this position. He's got the back again.
Yep.
And
Can he finish it this time? Can he get the hooks in, Joe?
He's got to get that second hook. There, he's got it. Nice. Very good position for Jay Hieron. Very bad for Jonathan Goulet. He did a good job defending it the first time he got it, but this is deeper.
Looking to finish with the rear naked choke.
Can he
sink it in?
Across the chin. He's got to grab that bicep and secure his left hand around the back of his head.
Does he have it, Joe?
He's got very close. Very close. He's on it.
Fighting out again. Jonathan
job.
Goulet, twice here in the first round, has avoided the submission finish.
And Jay Hieron showing his really excellent wrestling skills, getting back to his feet.
Goulet really likes that high kick, but Hieron has the hands next to his face each time thus far. Gotta be careful of the knee when he goes for his next takedown, but it's almost like he's clinching first before he goes for a takedown instead of shoot. Oh, Hieron swings again.
And then you can see his superior wrestling skills. I mean, he just moves so well off the ground.
Powerful position again.
Got that back again.
Can he do it this time? Will the third time be the charm in taking the back and finishing? Hieron with good control here in round one.
He allowed him to stand up there. He might be gassing.
45 seconds remains in round one.
Hieron may be getting weary. He allowed Goulet to stand up there, which is clearly not the best spot for him.
Goulet really moving forward. That's his reputation. Oh, connected with the right hand. Oh, cut him too. Cut him over the right eye with that right hand.
I think he was cut already.
You think so?
It showed a little bit of a cut already.
All right, well, it is open now then. Let's just say that. It is purely open now, Joe.
And Hieron again.
Big slam.
Superior wrestling skills.
Amazing wrestler. In his training, he has trained with Randy Couture before. He took down Randy Couture 3 times in training, and it was a full-out go. I mean, if you can take down Randy Couture in a full-out go in training, you've got some wrestling skills.
Especially when you're 170 pounds.
Absolutely my point. Great
Relax,
first
go,
round
relax.
for Jay Hieron.
Relax, là, go.
Jonathan Goulet was in a lot of trouble in that round. Let's take a look at that rear naked choke and how close it was. Here's Jay Hieron on the back of Jonathan Goulet. He's got that right arm underneath the neck. It's pretty close, but Goulet does a good job of sliding out and rolling over into Jay Hieron's guard. And there's another look. Here's a look at the last takedown. Bam. Superior wrestling skills by Jay Hieron. He truly is a thoroughbred. So far what we have is the advantage on the feet by Goulet, the advantage on the ground by Jay Hieron.
Il gardera pas le rythme 3 rounds, man. Il gardera jamais le rythme 3 rounds, man. C'est à toi, gros. Let's go, let's go.
A lot of tough guys out of Canada, man.
Wow, you got that right. Loiseau St. Pierre at the top of the bunch. David Loiseau, main
Patrick
event.
Cote.
Yep.
There's so many of them.
They all train
Joe
together,
Dirksen.
too. I mean, Dirksen, obviously, from the province of Manitoba. Second round. Let's see if Goulet can do some more damage up top on the feet. That's where Joe and I believe he has the definitive value.
Nice leg kick, and he shows it right there. This is a really interesting contrast in styles. Another excellent leg kick. And you know, look at Jay Hieron, just snatches that leg, gets a hold of it.
Nice.
I mean, there's just no doubt in his mind that, oh, good reversal.
See, and now right there, Goulet looked a little bit like St. Pierre, the way he was so quick and moving from opportunity to opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pushing the pace. I mean, that's what St. Pierre does so well.
Nice knee. And you train with he got caught with that knee. You train with an animal like George St. Pierre. I mean, if you can hang in there with that guy.
Oh, straight kick out of the wazzle.
Oh, good shin to the face there, too. Nice, Jay Hieron. Beautiful takedown. Blood is everywhere, though, man. If he's going to finish this, he better get in there quick. He's in danger of this fight being stopped.
They're going to stop and look at that cut.
That is bleeding bad.
Get up.
Let's get a look at it. Both
check the
are
doctor.
bloodied up, but Hieron has taken much more damage from really the one strike, Joe.
It was that one knee, and what we were talking about before. The knees are just it's a raw bone with a lot of muscle behind it. Let's take a look at that knee on the replay.
Okay.
Goulet gets a hold of the head and bang, drives that knee up and immediately see the blood flow. I mean, that is just a raw bone. All right, they're stopping. They're putting him back in the same position. Steve Mazzagatti has him in the same position. They're going to let him continue.
And as we know, it's as bad as the cut looks to you at home, when you have your heart going at 200 beats a minute and it's in the facial area, it is going to bleed and bleed profusely, which is what we see here. Now the question is, will it affect Hieron or Hieron's attack right now?
Excuse me, I said Steve Mazzagatti. He's actually referee John Shorley. Oh, Jay Hieron with the guillotine and rolls him over. Beautiful technique.
See if he can finish it this time.
He doesn't have it anymore. He let it go. He's got his head, but he doesn't have the guillotine.
And you know, Joe, because of the blood, both men are going to get very slippery right now. It's going to make it harder to really get a hold on each other. The sweat, now a little blood in there.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. Yeah. That is nasty. There's a lot of blood there. And Goulet using the opportunity attack that cut. I mean, he's punching at it, throwing elbows at it. Oh, he hit it again hard, and you see just a load of blood on his elbow.
Great point, Joe. I mean, just 2 times with the palm of the hand, like boom, boom, boom. That's his aiming point right now. If you're playing darts, that's his bullseye right now. Just keep hammering it, open it up even more, perhaps forcing the doctor's stoppage.
He just hit it with a hammer fist and another elbow. It is bloody, and it's leaking into Jay Hieron's eyes. He must be having a hard time seeing right now, and he's losing a lot of blood.
2 minutes, 30 seconds remains in the second round.
They're going to have to stop this again. This is really, really bloody. This might be one of the bloodiest fights I've ever seen. These guys are coated with red right now.
So you want to be an ultimate fighter.
Oh, man, this is the bloodiest fight I have ever seen. This is crazy.
And this is on spike.
Look at how much blood is leaking out of him. It's like he's an open faucet.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, critics and people who think Ultimate Fighting is bloody and brutal, this is fuel to the fire right here. Jay Hieron is leaking on top of Jonathan Goulet. Oh, this is nasty, man.
They are absolutely coated right now.
They need to stop this fight.
1 minute and 38 seconds remains in round 2. Yeah, now motion from the bottom is Goulet saying, man, I can't do anything here, man. This is ridiculous.
This is incredible.
That's Goulet saying that.
I'm a little shocked right now that they haven't stopped this. I mean, this is a horror movie right now. And every time Jonathan Goulet keeps hitting it, that cut does not have an opportunity to clog up. Oh, man, this is hard to watch.
Hieron still is fighting through it, though, Joe. And you know what? He's just saying, I want to finish this fight, get my victory before the doctors are forced to stop it.
He's fighting through it, but he's got to be freaked out. He's got the back.
Trying to fit. See, they're too slippery. It's just too slippery, buddy. Too slippery.
Oh, he took a knee to that same spot. Jay Hieron's got his back again. But if Jay Hieron can pull this out.
He's trying to again, but then he's got the mount factor.
Jay Hieron's got the mount. John Goulet rolls him over. I mean, man.
25 seconds.
Oh, man. I can't believe this fight is being allowed to go on with all this blood.
Come on, Jay. You're not going to let you fight, Jay.
You keep hearing his corner screaming out, they are not going to let you fight, Jay.
And again, this was one knee to put these men in this position.
Wow.
Absolute warriors.
That was the bloodiest round in mixed martial arts history, without a doubt. I have seen hundreds and hundreds of mixed martial arts fights from all over the world. I've never seen a round that bloody.
Sit down, Jay.
The question here will be, Joe, can they control the blood? Can they control it, and can we see a round 3?
Another question is going to be, how weak is Jay Hieron after leaking out all that blood? I mean, that's not safe. It's not, I mean, it's not, it's not like sweating.
One more takedown.
He's being weakened by that loss of blood. That's a very real and significant issue.
5 minutes dans toute ta vie, man. T'as fait, hey, on a travaillé fort, pas pour rien, man, OK? Please. I got it. That's good. I got it. Jay, get a takedown. Jay, listen to me. You got to posture, Jay. Do you understand? You need to posture for me. All right, Jay? You got to posture.
Stitch is working the cut.
This fight's over.
Stitch is working the cut. He's one.
There's that replay again. There's that knee that started it all. You see it again. Goulet pulls the head down and bang. Perfect timing with the knee.
I think Goulet, to a certain degree.
And Goulet stepped away from that. You can see the blood. He saw it, and as a gentleman, he stepped away to say, whoa, man, we got a problem here.
You know what? I mean, I think Goulet's a little bit in disbelief. He's in disbelief. And they're going to continue round number 3. What a battle. Oh, flying knee.
Nice leg kick by Goulet. And return by Jay Hieron.
John Shorley, our referee, is right on top of the action. Hieron gets the
takedown by Hieron. The blood is flowing a little bit, but not nearly as bad as in that round 2. Hieron still got double underhooks and a body lock, and he's leaking now. It's right in front of us. I mean, it's like a broken faucet. You know, I wonder how much blood he's actually lost in total and how much this is weakening him. There's blood all over this octagon. I mean, that's got to have an impact on him.
You know what? Just the discipline and strength and these two fighters to continue right now, Joe. To continue. Wait, they're going to stop it.
Yeah, he just got hit with another knee and rocked, and he backed away.
Here comes the doctor.
He's very wobbly.
This may be it.
He's very wobbly, and I don't know if that's from being hit with the knee or if that's loss of blood. That's it.
It's all over. Doctor stoppage. Jay Hieron defeated by Jonathan Goulet. That was nasty.
I'm really amazed that it took that long to stop that fight. Jay Hieron is exhausted. A lot of that is from the battle, and a lot of it is from just a loss of blood.
Great fight.
Let's take another look at those knees that all the damage. I mean, knees are just devastating weapons. It's a bone driven by a huge muscle group. Bang, right there. You see it right on the forehead, and the blood flows immediately.
Crazy, crazy fight. One like we have never seen in UFC history. Let's get the official word from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the doctor's advice, referee John Shorley has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute 5 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner, Jonathan, the Road Warrior Goulet.
I only want to be known as the best ever. Is that too much to ask?
Left, right. And it stopped. It's over. And another big takedown. Goes Uno. Beautiful right hand. Uno. Wow.
I think looking back now at my career, you know, I just relied all on technique and I was cocky. I didn't think I needed to be in that kind of condition.
I kind of wish BJ was in shape to go 5 rounds. I was looking for 5 rounds.
Everybody's all, BJ is not in shape, doesn't have cardio, this and that. Going to the Gents Pulver fight, I was a new man.
And the takedown. Penn delivering punishment to Little Evil. This is where BJ is so dynamic, Joe, one of the best in the world.
Took a deep breath and was like, okay, here it is for everything. For the last 5 years of listening to you run your mouth, this is what you're gonna get right now.
Oh, that's soft. That's soft.
And it's over! Oh, BJ Penn chokes out Gents Pulver.
I really am in the best shape of my life. For the last 1 whole year, I've been training hard and training like a professional. And I gotta say, I mean, I'm pretty damn confident right now.
I think he's fought some of the best people in the world, and that's given him some confidence. And that's what I'm gonna have to break.
He's got a guillotine. Can he do it early? Arm in, it is tight. Tap. Oh, my God. Joe Stevenson is victorious.
Yeah, he brings a lot of stuff to the table, but it's just like the same position that Jens is in, you know, just wrong time to fight BJ Penn right now.
I've never been scared to fight anyone, and I'm not gonna be scared now.
I went 5 rounds twice already. I don't know if Joe's gone 5 rounds before.
BJ's fought in 5-round fights before, but he's only really went 5 rounds once.
I'm in shape, man. Just make it a 7-round fight.
Whether it's a submission, TKO, a knockout, cut, anything, I'm gonna try to finish it, each and every round.
These people aren't gonna pay to see BJ Penn decision Joe Stevenson. They wanna see me put him away. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna try to beat him the first, I'm gonna try to beat him the second, third, fourth, fifth. At the end, my job's gonna be done, and I know I'm gonna give it everything I got, and I know my hand to be raised.
Now I train like a champion, I live like a champion. Now I deserve to have that title.
Ultimate Fighter 2 winner, as a member of Team Hughes, Joe Daddy Stevenson, just 25 years old, but the owner of 33 mixed martial arts victories, 13-1 in his last 14 fights. And, you know, very much like yourself, Sean, he's aggressive with his takedowns, and when he takes his opponent down, he's unrelentless with his ground and pound.
I mean, you have to be. I mean, you get an advantage like a takedown, you got to take advantage of it. And, you know, I've known Joe for a while, and I remember fighting with him back 7-8 years ago. He's come a long way since then on a great fight win streak, you know, getting ready to fight here for the UFC title, and he deserves it.
Are you surprised at all that he has done it as perhaps quickly as he has, gotten to this level, this plateau?
You know, I think the Ultimate Fighter's really presented a lot of opportunities for younger fighters to go out there and show what they got. And what you do from that point is pretty much up to you. And he's made a lot of adjustments in his training, training with Big Bear and training with a lot of great fighters up in Big Bear too. So it's all about what you do with your opportunities.
Sean, if you were in Joe's corner right now and you were talking to him and you were coaching him in this fight, what advice would you give him? How would you approach this fight if you were Joe?
If I was Joe, I would try to attack BJ's cardio. You know, that's always been an issue with BJ, is cardio. I think BJ can give anybody problems for 2 rounds. After you get past that 2 rounds, then it becomes an issue. So if I was Joe, I'd really press the pace, try to tire BJ out.
This is a championship fight, Joe and Sean, scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Joe Daddy Stevenson trying to make his own UFC history by becoming the first Ultimate Fighter winner to win a UFC title. When the UFC did some research at London and Belfast events, the #1 traveling group of fans came from the Northeast, here in Newcastle. And for you fans, we bring to you another title fight. This one in the lightweight division. Stevenson set to go. They love the prodigy.
Just make this go away!
Big Island. He is a hero in Hilo. And it's interesting as you get into the mind of BJ Penn coming into this third attempt to be the lightweight champion, because he's had 2 failed attempts before, the loss to Palmer, the draw with Uno. I think that the thing most appropriate that he talked about, Joe, is that not only is he training and preparing, but he said he is living like a professional now.
Well, he's so talented physically that I think that he's kind of, in earlier stages of his career, he took that for granted. He's able to do so many freaky things. I mean, his control with his legs is one of the most unusual things you'll ever see in any MMA fighter. He can do just incredible things with his legs, controlling guys' bodies from the back, from his back, controlling their back. And his jiu-jitsu, his striking, his ability to take a punch, he's a very unusual fighter. And because of that, because things have come so easy for him, I think there was times in his career where he slacked off. The loss to Matt Hughes was a big wake-up call for him. And I think he has really changed all that now. He realizes he's getting towards the tail end of his career. If he's going to establish a legacy, now's the time. I mean, he has all the potential in the world. The reason why people appreciate and respect him so much is because of that potential. I mean, people are standing up right now cheering for this guy.
He finally said, Sean, what am I doing? I can be a legend. I can leave a legacy for myself, for my family, for the islands of Hawaii. I can be one of the greatest ever, and he plans on proving that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost a couple of his last fights, and sometimes, when you lose a fight, you learn a lot more than you do if you win a fight. Maybe those losses came as an eye-opener for him. Let him know that he's got an opportunity here that not a lot of people have, and with the evolution of the sport, you're not going to get things for free. I mean, if you want it, you got to work for it.
Sean Shirk will face the winner, but tonight, either BJ Penn or Joe Stevenson will lead as the UFC lightweight champion. Our tale of the tape for this, the main event of the evening. Joe Daddy Stevenson, 25 years old, 4 years younger than BJ Penn. Penn is 2 inches taller, but the reach is identical, and they both weighed in at 11 stone. For the official introductions of this lightweight championship fight, once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 2 UFC lightweight warriors have now entered the world's ultimate proving ground for fighters, where tonight only one will leave the champion. Our 3 judges scoring this fight at Octagon side are Doug Crosby, Jeff Mullen, and Tony Weeks. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man has 33 wins with 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds, 11 stone. Fighting out of Victorville, California, Joe Daddy Stevenson! And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man holds a record of 12 wins with 4 losses and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds, 11 stone. Fighting out of Wainaku, Hilo, Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion of the world, the Prodigy, BJ Penn!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. We're gonna have a nice, clean fight. Touch gloves, come on, ready to do this.
Wow, what a hero's welcome for the Hawaiian BJ Penn. Taking on none other than Joe Daddy Stevenson.
Sean, how much danger is there of BJ underestimating Joe Stevenson in this fight?
I think, you know, that's been a factor maybe in the past. You know, maybe he hasn't trained as hard for fighters as he should have. But just from the information I've got, he's trained pretty hard for this fight.
And he gets some big strikes delivered early. BJ Penn looking to finish it quickly. Lightweight championship is underway.
Joe does not want to wind up at his back, and this is where he is immediately.
BJ Penn came storming out.
Joe is a very talented fighter, very talented in jiu-jitsu, but his jiu-jitsu there's levels in jiu-jitsu, and BJ's is a notch above Joe.
It's a notch above most people in the world. Sean, you have battled the best in the world. You are truly one of the best in the world. But are there sometimes things that BJ Penn does that even make you go, wow?
You know, for me, I think it's that flexibility.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see very often, and it's something that's hard to train for, because if you don't see that on a daily basis, it's hard to prepare for that. So the flexibility is definitely what I think separates him from most of the other fighters out there.
And the ability to move those legs, not just the flexibility in them. He has movement of them like other people have movement of their arms.
Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, former lightweight champion Sean Shirk joining us here in the broadcast booth. One will leave with the belt tonight. Sean Shirk will get a chance to get it back.
BJ's pressing Joe up against the cage, and Joe has a desperate look in his eyes, trying to avoid that.
Well, it was you know, the amazing thing in the fight with Jens Pulver was that BJ Penn kind of overpowered him and threw him around, and Jens admitted that. Jens goes to 145 in the WEC. He's trying to do the same here early, Sean, with Joe Stevenson.
It looks like he's trying to set the pace here, trying to set it at a high rate, maybe try to tire out Joe, put some doubt in his mind. I mean, he's doing a good job here of controlling the fight and hitting and trying to take the fight away from Joe right in the beginning.
So far, so good for BJ Penn. A big strike early on Stevenson. Remember, this is a title fight, a championship matchup scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. You could just see, Joe, as this fight started, BJ Penn, you know, he'll get in great shape. He'll make the way to 155, but you could see as they were introducing him what high level of
BJ's got his back. Joe rolled over. Yeah, he's got his mount now. Wow. He's got a mount. He's grapevine him.
Trying to overwhelm and finish Stevenson here in the first round.
I was talking with Mark Lehman. I ran into Mark Lehman at the airport, and we were talking about BJ's control. And he was telling us how his top game, like his control in the mount, his control when he's got your back is just really unbelievable. Until you've experienced it, it's just another level of control that BJ has.
Stevenson talked earlier in the week about this being his childhood dream to be a world champion. And he's living his dream. He seemed very unfazed coming into this matchup, and he's looking to weather the early storm.
Well, Joe's done a really good job so far of avoiding, he has avoided having BJ pass his guard. He got cracked there. BJ had him mounted, they had the grapevines in, and Joe got out of that situation, which is amazing in itself. He's back to that spot again.
BJ's got some really heavy hands, and I think he's using those punches to kind of stifle Joe and make Joe try to roll away and make a mistake with, you know, with trying to hurt him with those punches.
Penn definitely able to pass guard with relative ease here in round number 1.
He's got Joe inside control here.
BJ Penn gave Joe Stevenson a compliment when he said he reminds me of myself with his wrestling, his ground, and his stand-up. And it appears, as you said, Sean, he is not taking Joe Stevenson lightly.
No, he's coming out, he's pressing the pace, and he's looking good. He's pretty much dominating the top position, trying to establish dominance early in the fight.
So
Stevenson striking from the bottom there,
Joe's
Joe.
doing a great job of avoiding, making sure that BJ doesn't get in a dominant position. Because a couple times BJ's got mount in him, BJ got side control on him, but he moved it back to guard. That's impressive.
Stevenson really trying to strike from the bottom.
There's not a whole lot of guys that can stop BJ once he's got into a dominant position. And Joe has done that, and he's brought it back to a much more neutral spot.
Big elbow by Penn. Oh, wide open is Joe Stevenson. That elbow cut him wide open. Stevenson, you can almost, Stevenson's disgusted and upset because he's like, oh man, now I got cut. He doesn't want the fight to stop, but he is wide open.
Wow.
Nasty.
That is one of the quickest bleeding cuts I think I've ever seen.
Joe's upset, like I said, that this cut is very well going to be the end of this fight, because that is nasty.
Yeah, that's like a broken fire hydrant.
Depends on where that cut is. If that cut's looks like it's in the middle where it could cause some problems.
Well, let's see what they can do to close it up.
Leon Taps immediately gets on it. Whoa, look at it dripping. Cuts on the forehead are always more bloody. They always bleed heavier. It's just a real bad spot.
Sean, how do you mentally work through this if you're Stevenson, the way you did in your fight against Kenny Florian when you were cut open?
Well, you know, I mean, as a fighter with all the experience that Joe has, I'm sure he's been in this position before. So, you know, it just comes down to doing, you know, how you train. You train how you fight how you train.
Let's take a look at the elbow that caused the cut. There it is. And it's always the glancing elbows, isn't it?
It's just a grazing elbow. Not a lot of power on that thing. It's just enough to cut out, just enough to open up a cut on Joe's forehead. And he knew it right away.
Wow. They're trying to get it to stop. One of the best in the world is Leon Tabs, working on Joe Stevenson. Fight will continue.
Joe Stevenson has a determined look in his eyes.
This right here is why this is the greatest sport in the world today. Look at that. Dripping with blood, coming out and ready to go. Wow, and a different look in his eyes. Almost like, now you've wounded me, now you have a big problem.
Well, there's a sense of urgency now. He knows there's a cut on the head. If the fight keeps going, it could cause more of a problem and make the doctor take a second look at it.
Oh, big elbow by Joe Stevenson. What a picture of a warrior.
Looks like that cut's in a spot in Joe's forehead where the blood is going right between his eyes. It's not going in either eye, so the doctor could see that and let this fight keep going.
Wow, hands tight, moving around, wanting to avoid this fight going back down to the ground. BJ has excellent stand-up. Stevenson, with that urgency that Sean talked about, willing to exchange here. Caught him with a hook. Lightweight championship on the line.
Stevenson is key-eyeing with every punch.
He ate a left there. He was doing that from the ground too, Joe, in the first round. Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen that from him before.
Joe's boxing, to me, looks a lot more crisp than it has in the past. You got to figure with BJ's takedown defense, he must have known that this fight was going to remain on the feet for a while.
Uppercut. You know, Sean, you pointed out that the blood seems to be dripping down the center of his face, if you will, and not into his eyes. And It almost appears from our angle right here that it has not impaired his vision yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's something the doctor's looking at very closely right now. The blood's not going in his eyes. He can still see. You can notice he's not wiping his blood away from his eyes because it's not in his eyes. If there was a problem, now the doctor's going to look at it again, but you can see there's no blood in his eyes, so it shouldn't be a problem.
And this is why, in the first round, he reacted the way he did to getting cut open because, as you know, against Lauren, you don't want to fight to stop that way if you feel fine, other than the fact you're bloodied up.
You don't want to lose a fight by a cut, and you really don't want to win a fight by a cut either, and it's something that's hard to deal with, and it does send a sense of urgency if you were the one that's getting cut.
Both these guys are covered in blood now.
Going to make them both very slippery, Joe, which is going to make a submission pretty highly unlikely.
Oh, good uppercut, good right hand. Joe's in trouble.
And BJ Penn has Joe Stevenson's back.
Joe does a great job of rolling over. He gives BJ the mount, though. He's got to keep his composure here. That blood has got to be in his eyes now, but he's doing a good job. He holds on to BJ's wrist. He's going to roll, but he's got to be careful in giving up his back.
Now, as you said, Joe, the blood is in his eyes. Big time.
He's just got to be careful that in this terrible spot that he doesn't lose his composure and give up a bad position. He's mounted, but if BJ gets his back with full hooks in,
it's the one submission
and he's got him
very well in the fight.
Joe rolls over on his back again. This is better. BJ's got his legs crossed underneath him, though. You see that? That's almost like a guard from the top. And that's a very strong mount there like that. When you have your feet crossed under and you can grip a hold of the guy's body, very difficult for him to shake you off.
90 seconds remains in the round. Another elbow.
Oh,
that's a big left. Slippery as they are, he's going to go for the choke.
Well, you know what, Mike? The slipperiness actually helps chokes. He's got that one arm trapped. Notice that? BJ's really good at that. He traps that left arm. I mean, that's that physical dexterity that he has with his legs. He's got the choke.
Here we go.
That's it. That's a wrap.
It is all over. BJ Penn is the UFC lightweight champion.
Sean Sherk, how frustrating is that to hear those words?
That's real frustrating. It's something I've worked real hard to get, and it's something I still feel like belongs to me. So looks like it'll be me and BJ next, and get that belt back where it belongs, right in Minnesota.
Give us your thoughts on that fight.
It's not going to go like this one did. You know, I feel like my boxing's better than his. My cardio's better. My heart's bigger. You know, I mean, anything can happen in a fight, though.
Let's take a look at the beginning of the end. As soon as BJ had him mounted, Joe was in some big trouble. Rock solid mount by BJ. He rolls him over, gets his back, and in this position, the blood actually helps get the choke. It makes it more slippery. It helps that arm sink underneath the neck, and he's got it deep.
What a great bit of heart and courage shown by Stevenson. But BJ Penn, the prodigy, has finally captured the lightweight title and becomes just the second man in UFC history to win a championship in 2 different weight classes. A failed attempt early against Pulver, the draw against Uno, but tonight he captures the title, Sean.
Yep. In dynamic fashion. I mean, he looked good. He looked like he was in shape. He came here ready to go. I mean, it could be a revamped BJ Penn.
Well, you want nothing other than to face the best at their best.
That's my job, you know?
BJ Penn defeats Joe Daddy Stevenson. Stevenson overwhelmed with emotion.
Good fight, Joe.
He's got a bright future as well. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. And now, the new UFC lightweight champion of the world, the Prodigy, BJ Penn.
All right, I'm here with only the second man in UFC history to win 2 world titles in 2 different weight classes. BJ, give us your thoughts on the fight.
Joel, he's a great guy. I knew it was going to be tough. I put everything I had into this. I want to thank everybody who supported the way everybody helped me train for this. You know who you are in your heart. I love you guys. I want to thank... Who else do I want to thank? I don't know, hey. Thank you for all the fans who supported me my whole life. Sean...
BJ, everyone has always said that you have all the potential in the world, but now recently you said that you have really started to train like a champion. Is this the new era of BJ Penn?
Look at my abs, you tell me. Look at that. What, is this new? Hey, Sean Shark, you're dead? Hey, you want to know anything else, go to bjpenn.com.
Sean Shark is actually coming into the octagon right now if you want to talk to him, BJ.
Wow. Wow, the challenge, the gauntlet thrown.
All right, Sean Shark, obviously you want to respond to that.
You know, I mean, BJ can talk all the crap he wants to. I don't have any respect for BJ. You guys can boo all you want. I don't really care. That belt still belongs to me. You got one more fight before you're UFC lightweight champion.
Here comes BJ.
It's going to be a good fight. Okay? Okay.
I know, I can't wait to see it. Sean Shark, thank you very much. Thank you for responding. Thank you for doing the commentary. And I can't wait to see the fight.
Well, if that Jonathan Goulet, Jay Hieron fight wasn't bloody enough for you, you got it with Joe Stevenson and BJ Penn. A lot of people don't remember that BJ Penn actually beat Joe Stevenson to become the champion. It was vacant. Sean Shark, you dead. You know what I'm talking about. If you're a hardcore, at least you do. All right, last little nugget from me here on the Freak Show fight selections. Then we'll get into more freak shows. But we're going to look at John Jones and Chael Sonnen, the bad guy. It's not a costume. He's the bad guy 365 days a year. He's kind of a nice guy. It's a weird shtick and gimmick. But if you ask Chael Sonnen, sometimes he says he beat John Jones on this night. He did not. However, John Jones almost lost a toe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch it now. It's a marathon of Freak Show fights on UFC Fight Pass.
Chael Sonnen has started talking a lot of trash to me, harassing me, coming out of nowhere with lots of insults.
I was never going to back off of whoever's the champion, and I'm not going to make a secret about it. And I have no friends in the fight business.
Oh, right when my day was going so well.
There's a lot of animosity between these two. Chael Sonnen said a lot of things about John Jones, and John took him personal.
Chael Sonnen is the definition of a mental midget. He's just weak in every way, shape, or form. He is a loser.
John Jones, you will find out the hard way why you never challenged Chael Sonnen to a fight.
You know, I just get sick of replying to Chael's quotes.
John Jones not even willing to look at Chael Sonnen in this tense moment.
I promise you, I will be firing the entire time. I'm soon to be champ, and they call me Chael P.
Chael Sonnen, his talking is fun and all that. First and foremost, the guy is a fighter, and that's what I respect about him.
Chael is definitely capable of defeating me, but you can fight your fear or you can give into it, and I'm not going to be a victim to that.
John Jones is an incredible fighter. What he's accomplished at such a young age has been amazing.
Oh, big shot, slams him down. Oh, it is all over. John Jones.
This is a fist fight. Put your chin down, walk towards him, and kick it. That's it. And I will leave the octagon the new world champion.
I think he did bite off more than he can chew, and I can't wait to get out there and do what I always do. Make this guy another victim.
our main event of the evening. The champion 25, the challenger 11 years his elder. Jon Jones will have a 3-inch height advantage and a 10.5-inch reach advantage. Once again with the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Commission with counsel Nick Lembo and Commissioner Aaron Davis. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Eric Cullen, Dave Torelli, and Carlo Urso. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the contest, Keith Peterson. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. From the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a ballet judo fighter holding a professional record. 28 wins, 12 losses, 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Westland, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, Chael Sonnen. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record, 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Endicott, New York, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones!
Both of you be giving your instructions. Protect yourself at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
The fight is finally about to happen. Jon Jones, Chael Sonnen. UFC Light Heavyweight Championship is on the line. For Sonnen, his 3rd shot at UFC Gold. Jones looking for his 5th title defense. And here we go! Sonnen takes the center of the octagon quickly. He is in the white trunks. Black trunks for Jones, who looks for the takedown. And he gets it.
Gets Sonnen on his back right away.
Watch for the vicious elbows of Jon Jones.
And watch for the improvements in the guard of Chael Sonnen, and Chael's back up to his feet, landing punches from the clinch.
Nice job by Chael Sonnen.
Jon Jones is fighting a tight, clinched fight with a guy who has a reach disadvantage.
10.5 inches, Joe.
I mean, this is the kind of approach that we thought Chael would take to Jon. Knees by Chael here. You know, there's a saying in fighting that the most dangerous fight is a fight that you're supposed to win, right? Because you don't have the edge that you have when you're terrified of your opponent.
Sonnen with the clinch.
It's hard to manufacture that. You either have to be scared of a guy or you're not scared of a guy.
Jones on top again. 2 for 2 in early takedowns.
Oh, big elbow by Jon.
Man, his elbows are so vicious.
And although it says 1 loss in Jon Jones' record, we should note that that loss was a fight that Jon won. He just won with these quote-unquote illegal elbows, the 12-6 elbow.
Sonnen back up again.
But the closest anyone came to beating him was Vitor Belfort slapping on that armbar. And Jon here with the double underhooks up against the cage. Really surprised that he's employing this strategy, and I wonder if it's improvised. I wonder if he just decided to just fight this way right when he got there.
Wonder if he's just trying to make a point.
Don't get caught in a guillotine here.
Yep.
He's out of that. Chael, good defense so far.
Looking for another takedown.
And Chael also looking to grab a hold of the neck as he's going down, looking to pass that. Oh, big
Nice
uppercut by John.
And the elbow.
Spinning elbow.
Trying to wear down Chael early.
Uppercuts to the body by John, but his head is exposed. You got to be careful with that Muay Thai clinch. As long as Sonnen's back is up against the cage, he's not going to be able to scoot his hips back to generate real power in those shots.
Guinea wants to put him on his back, and he does.
Big slam by Jones.
Close guard. If Jones postures up, watch out.
Now, Chael Sonnen, watching that Vitor Belfort fight, it's going to be really interesting to see if Chael has eyes on trying to snatch an armbar. Nice elbow over the top by John Jones. Yeah, I don't know if Chael has that in his arsenal. He's famously said that he's a Republican, and Republicans don't lie on their back with men between their legs. That's a famous Chael Sonnen quote.
One of many, I might add.
I mean, it's hilarious. I'm sure he practices this, though.
Jones trying to beat him up on the ground. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. This looks like Joe what Chael Sonnen wants to do to John Jones.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It seems like John has decided to try to beat Chael Sonnen with his own strategy.
Someone who maximizes his reach better than any has chosen to go to the ground 3 times already.
Well, you know, Chael Sonnen's pissed him off, and I think he's probably decided to turn this into a dogfight.
There's another elbow.
Looking to get an Americana. The way he's grabbing that arm, he's going to put it behind Chael Sonnen's head. And now he's making Chael defenseless by pulling that left arm across his face.
There's a nice elbow again.
And Chael made an attempt at an armbar. Oh, Chael's
swarming on is Jones. Big knee. Looking to finish this fight early. All over him right here in the first round. And it is all over! John Jones has finished Chael Sonnen. Wow!
And Chael protested that stoppage immediately, but I think that referee just saved him from 100 more elbows like that. So a fairly quick stoppage, but let's take a look at the end.
Remember when you said you were going to finish him in spectacular fashion?
And here John pounds on him here. Knee to the body, same technique that finished him with Anderson Silva. And there's a nasty elbow over the top, and another one, and a punch. You know, Chael was defending himself. He was covering up, but apparently not enough. Vicious elbow, another vicious elbow, another punch. But you see Chael immediately pops up and protested the stoppage.
John Jones has defended his title for the 5th time. That ties him with Tito Ortiz for the most title defenses in light heavyweight history. There you see the damage on the face of the challenger, Chael Sonnen. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Keith Peterson has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones.
All right, I'm here with the champ. Oh, my word. Oh, he's got a broken foot. Oh, man. Wow. John Jones has a broken foot, ladies and gentlemen, and it's pretty bad, and he just realized it. When do you think that happened?
I don't know, but when my adrenaline calms down, I'm going to be in some pain tonight.
That is really...
Hey, no laughing, guys. This sucks.
Okay, now this is obviously an unexpected turn of events. You didn't even realize it while you were walking around celebrating it, and then you looked down and saw it just now.
Yeah, there's like a hole in the canvas somewhere, I thought.
Okay, let's get a doctor over here and deal with this, and we'll sit John down on a stool and finish this. Get that stool, please. Here you go, buddy. All right, have a seat. All right, champ. First of all, I'm sorry about the injury. You okay to talk right now?
I'm all right, come on.
This has been this whole experience with coaching on the show with Chael and then competing against him with all the trash talk and everything. A very unusual situation. Give us your take on it all now that it's over and you're victorious.
Well, I wasn't planning on breaking my big toe. It's all nasty, man.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to Jamaica after this. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, look. Obviously, you're in some serious pain, man. I would love to talk to you about this if you can, though. Can you talk?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I was just so happy to get past Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen's an awesome opponent. We went through a lot of drama, and it motivated me a lot. So
you were very serious and very motivated leading up to this fight. Was it because all the trash talk you wanted to make sure that there was no way this guy beat you?
Yeah, definitely. I really wanted to try to Chael Sonnen, and I think I did a good job at that.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to ask you about, like your strategy. You chose to go after him and clinch with him and take him to the ground and do to him what he planned to do to you. Yeah. Why did you do that? Just to prove it to him?
Yeah, my coach teaches me to have a screw that attitude. So if people are saying you're going to get out-wrestled, you got to say, screw that, I'm going to out-wrestle him. You're like, don't accept being lesser than other people. You owe it to yourself to believe and to work really hard and define all odds, So I Chael Sonnen.
You are a true champion, my friend, for even attempting to make this interview work while you're dealing with one of the nastiest foot injuries I've ever seen. Congratulations to you, sir. You are still the UFC light heavyweight champion and one of the baddest men on the planet. John Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
That is one tough champion who did exactly what we thought. He tried to Chael Sonnen.
All right, I'm here with Chael Sonnen. Chael, give us your thoughts on the fight here. Obviously, this is the first time you're realizing that John had a broken toe. If you had just gotten through that round, there was only a few seconds left to go. Who knows what would have happened in the second?
He's an excellent fighter. I have no problem with the decision or the stoppage. He's very powerful. When he went for the kill, he never stopped. I thought I was all right, but I think he's a better fighter.
What was your strategy coming into this fight, and what, if anything, surprised you?
I just wanted to beat him. I thought I could keep up with him. I was very surprised at his power and his size. I'm disappointed. I thought I had more in me tonight. John's the man.
What do you do from here? Do you stay at light heavyweight? Do you go back to middleweight? Do you go sit and think this through?
I'm going to think it through. I'm not going to be one of the guys to hang around. If there's not a road to the title, then this sport isn't for me. I believe that was probably my last opportunity.
Well, thank you very much for some amazing fights and some great trash talking, and you're one of the best promoters in the business. Chael Sonnen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we got big Emmanuel Yarborough versus Daiju Takase. We've got one guy that weighs Daiju Takase weighs 169 pounds. Emmanuel Yarborough weighs in excess of 600 pounds.
Oh my God!
Now I don't have my
83 when I weighed 310 kilograms. Wow.
Now you don't want to have this guy mounted or side mounted on you.
No, I think what Daiju must go for is like or a triangle choke. Or maybe you should squeeze him between his legs so he gives up.
Daiju's got to use movement is what he's got to use.
This is what he needs. He's running away.
He's got to use movement, even if it looks frustrating to the crowd. He's got to use movement and kicks to the legs.
Kicks to the legs.
At the knee.
Oh, yes.
Don't even go for a kick to the thigh.
Oh, no, I don't even go for... oh, a kick to the thigh could go, but kick to the body, forget about it. Punching. Like, mate, you cannot even kill this guy with a samurai sword if you stab him. He's too big.
You don't even want to go over to the body. Emmanuel Yarborough had a classic match with Keith Hackney, and that was in one of the earlier Ultimate Fighting Championships, where Keith Hackney only weighed about 200 pounds, 1/3 of what Emmanuel Yarborough weighs, and Hackney dropped Yarborough with an overhand palm strike to the head. knocked him down, but Yarborough may have learned from that fight and seems to be really, really cautious. Daijiro Takase moving around, because you really can't let this guy pin you on the ropes. If this guy grabs him, he can literally pick him up, slam him to the ground, and land on top of him, and you don't want that to happen. That could be...
You can suffocate him just by laying on him.
Yeah.
That's it, boom. Over.
600 pounds. This is like a horror movie. It's like a monster. I mean, that guy's that big. I've never seen a human being that big in my life.
No, me neither. It's like, look at him. But no, he's doing it. Takase is doing a good job because he's running around, and believe it or not, but this guy's going to be tired from this just by doing this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think so.
Too much weight carrying around. Too much. Oh, body shot.
This is a good place for maybe a jump spinning heel kick.
Yeah, it's like a sort of a flying triangle. Flying triangle. My God.
I mean, what do you do?
Whoa.
See? You don't even want to let this guy catch you.
Whoa.
Oh, he's going for an overhand left. He can't get too brave, though. He's got to stay away from Yarborough. He's got to let Yarborough get tired.
Wow. Whoa. This is funny.
This is really tough. I'm glad that they don't have a fire drill.
Oh, he's running for his life.
Yarborough has slowed significantly.
Oh, no.
Yarborough...
He's throwing his mouthpiece out. This is not a very smart thing to do.
No, of course not.
Jogging around.
I think the referee in this fight is really getting a workout. Takase has got to throw some strikes or something. Forget grappling. Forget grappling right now.
No, Emmanuel, you should lock him up in the corner. She's getting tired. I'm telling you, he's getting tired from walking around.
He is. Just walking around is not healthy for this guy. Well, he's got to do something because he's not really doing anything.
I like this in Rocky. Like when now Daiju should ask his trainer, "What do you think he eats for breakfast?" And then his trainer would say, 169 pounds.
Oh yeah, at least. Talk about a loaded question.
Oh man, I would go for the knees so hard. Bang! Look, he's going to lay in the corner. Come on!
If this guy had any kind of punching ability, a three-punch combination, Yarborough could try and stop him, but he needs to aim at Yarborough's nose if he punches him.
Come on, kick the legs.
He's probably too small to try and hit him in the face.
Last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes.
No. What are we going to see?
I don't know. My first instinct would be spinning back kick, but I don't think it would do anything. It probably gets stuck.
Jump up with it right straight. It probably cuts.
It's got to be something wild because anything orthodox against this guy because of the size differential is not going to work.
God, kick the legs. Left kick. Come on.
He's got to throw an inside kick.
Now, boom. Look at this. Just kick it. Just kick. Whoa.
At least Yarborough's trying to hit him.
Yeah, but he's pretty fast.
Yeah, he is. Even though he's standing on one foot.
Yeah, but he does need to put some weight in it. There's enough weight there, right there. Also on one foot.
There it is.
God knows what he hit there.
Look how Yarborough is sweating just from walking around the ring. If I were Takase, I would run around Yarborough in a sprint and getting spinning in a circle. And eventually, I would run around in a circle and let him follow me and track me because the guy's going to get dizzy. The guy would get dizzy and it would be like Humpty Dumpty, right? And the guy would fall down like Humpty Dumpty.
Over.
I'm telling you.
Whoa.
Because you want to get this guy out of his, he's got to circle. He's got to circle. He's got to do it. He's got to do it faster. He's got to circle faster.
Also, what he's got to do, he's got to make these sudden moves. Sudden moves.
That's
like this.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes him tired.
If he was circling faster, boss, he could hit him in the face with a punch. He could. Because this guy's not fast enough to turn. He can't turn fast enough. He can't. He's going straight in and out. You're going right into the guy's guns. But if you go to side, the guy can't turn fast enough. You can hit him in the face. I'm telling you.
Try one time a trick to jump in between his legs. Like
no, that would be suicide. What if the guy fell
would go for a takedown? That would be something.
If he went for a single?
A single leg.
Or if he put his shoulder right there and just tried to ankle pick and took this guy down, and then there was like a 3.5 on the Richter scale.
Oh, that was a close one.
You might have hurt him. You might have hurt him. We haven't had an earthquake here yet in the Pride Fighting Championships, but if Manuel Yarborough goes down, we might just have one.
Yeah, but it's okay because we have a lot of earthquakes here in Japan, and people are used to it. So a 3.5 doesn't matter. Oh,
look at that!
He says action. Okay, man, let's go. Let's go. Front kick. Kick right, low kick, inside leg, bang, right now.
This is actually a really silly matchup.
Yeah, this is something.
It's really silly because you've got this guy that can't engage the other guy. He's waiting for him to get tired. And the other guy who's getting angry. There's a bit of a spectacle to this.
Now come on, do something. Punch, right straight, boom. Let's go. Right low kick inside. Just stick a move, man. Bang.
When Keith Hackney fought Emmanuel Yarborough, he was throwing side kicks at his knees.
It's a smart thing.
But after a while, Emmanuel Yarborough grabbed his leg and caught it, and that's when Keith Hackney unleashed about 50 punches to Emmanuel Yarborough's face, and Emmanuel Yarborough turned over much like a shall we say, a beached whale, and couldn't get back up.
You're good, man. This is, I don't know what this is, but this is strange.
I think if there were a sequel...
It's only 480 pounds difference. What's the difficulty here?
Yeah.
That's what he should do.
But does it hurt?
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean,
like I said, we don't know what he's hitting.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He might not even. I don't know. It's just it's a tough call strategically. I would tell the guy to sprint in a circle, get Emmanuel Yarborough going around and around, and where he fell, nobody knew. I mean, it would be a thing where he would get dizzy. End of round one.
He survived the round number one. I mean, in Minoah, I mean.
This is one of those fights where you really don't know what the hell is going to happen. You would think that Emmanuel Yarborough would just get tired
or get a heart attack or something, but you don't know what's going to happen. This is dangerous. I don't know if it's real smart to be this big and fight.
I agree.
I agree. I think it could be, it could be dangerous.
I agree, because the sumo fighting is short bursts of maybe no longer than 10 seconds, and that's it. The fight's over. This fight has already gone 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel Yarborough, to say he's frustrated is to say that's a bit of an understatement. He hasn't been able to lay a thing on this guy.
Round 2.
Okay, round 2, Emmanuel Yarborough, probably the largest athlete ever to compete in sports in any event in the history of the earth that I know about. I mean, I know Andre the Giant was bigger than Emmanuel Yarborough as far as height.
Whoa! Whoa.
Emmanuel Yarborough hustling now.
I'm telling you, it's
this is not good. You got a big avalanche of a man like that coming after you.
Can you imagine he mounts you and he punches you?
No, I can't. I would probably tap as soon as he mounted me.
Oh yeah, I would freak out.
Especially if I, Takase is now fearing for his life.
There was some energy throwing there. Suddenly he should shock him and run the other side.
Yarborough exploded there for a second. He almost grabbed Takase, and if he gets into a clinch, this fight is definitely going to be over. If he grabs him and doesn't let go, Takase is going to be in a world of trouble.
Oh, until now, it's been a very interesting match. Oh man, I would go double flying sidekick or something.
I think
run and go bang.
A jump sidekick might be the thing, right on the chest plate.
The chest, that's it, man.
A jump sidekick.
And it's very difficult to grab because you can push yourself away from him again.
But athletically, I don't know that Takase has those kind of tools striking. I don't know really
anything
what his background is, other than he's got a game plan of moving around and throwing a low kick every 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's about the game plan that I have in the morning when I'm going to take a jog. It's the same one. Okay, now, okay, that's it.
What's happening? Oh, he's getting
oxygen.
Okay,
oh, yellow card.
Takase is getting a warning for stalling, evidently. But what else are you going to do? You can't sit there and get into a... You can't get... You don't want to get into a Greco-Roman clinch with this guy. I mean, what does he expect him to do?
Okay.
If I were Takase, I would jump up on the... No! Don't go for a single! You got to be out of your mind!
He nearly broke his neck.
No! This is horrible. This is like Jaws. This is like Jaws. This is like Jaws, where Robert Shaw was sliding off the boat into the jaws of the shark. This is the exact same thing. You've got this huge behemoth. If he gets on top of Takase, it's going to be harmful. It will be harmful. He's got to get out of there, fight for his life.
Armbar, he's going to try to armbar him.
He can't go for an armbar.
It's hitting the arm.
He's crazy. He's got to get out of there.
Pull one foot out and then kick yourself out. That's what you should do.
Oh
one
my.
foot and kick him in the side or something.
This is like a horror movie.
Anywhere.
This is like the Slash of Titans.
I don't know.
Look at it. Oh, that hurts.
He's got to get out of there.
I've never seen something like this. Look at him.
Well, Emmanuel, he should hit him.
Bleeding.
He should hit him in the face.
He's bleeding.
Emmanuel Yarborough gets on. No, get out! Get out! Get out! Oh my God! Oh my God! He tapped out. Unbelievable!
Whoa!
Oh my!
483 pounds difference.
Oh my God! Daiju Takase has beaten the behemoth Emmanuel Yarborough with strikes. He was in utter danger there as Emmanuel Yarborough almost got on top of him. It looked like it was going to be curtains.
Oh, he almost smothered him.
Oh, that would have been just a terrifying experience.
Terrifying. It's like quicksand.
Was truly scary.
Wasn't Japan crazy? Just a casual fight between a 600-pound guy and a guy who was like a welterweight. Daiji Takase, Emmanuel Yarborough. Pride Fighting Championships. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? All right, time to get back into some more freak show fights. And this one, I mean, it's kind of freaky that I was in a cage and not at a bar in Miami or Huntington Beach. It's Kimbo Slice. It's David, the man they call Tank Abbott from Elite XC. It's Freak Show Fights, a marathon from UFC Fight Pass.
Kimbo Slice versus Tank Abbott. The time for talk has ended. The caged fury is about to begin.
I'm looking to be victorious, but I'm not looking for the fight to be easy.
If he thinks he's using me as a stepping stone, you better go looking around. We both have a mentality from the street. We're going to bring it into the cage.
Two bears going at it, two ferocious lions.
Balls the wall, coming at you.
All it takes is one punch, one kick to the head. Breaking his arm.
With an arm lock on him.
Breaking his jaw.
Can knock him out.
Break his ribs.
He's going to leave on a stretcher. Kimbo's going down. Knock him out.
Be ready, because it's going to be a lot of blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us to the cage of Elite XC for the main event, here is MMA's street brawling pioneer, the colorful Tank Abbott.
You can hear the reaction for David Tank Abbott here at the Bank United Center in Miami. He is more Public Enemy than Flavor Flav, but he really doesn't care. He fights for fun. He fights as a hobby. This is a man who got a start in mixed martial arts back in 1995. Had to come up with a style. They called him a pit fighter. He has no respect for traditional martial arts. And really, at the end of the day, he does not respect Kimbo Slice. Tonight, Tank Abbott is looking to rain on Kimbo Slice's Sunshine State Parade. And you can see in the crowd the signs, Kick-Ass Kimbo, a partisan crowd. And get ready for the eruption you're about to experience. We talked about a record crowd in attendance here at the Bank United Center in Miami. And they have all come to bear witness to this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the popular street fighting legend from Miami, Kimbo
Center in Miami is shaking down to its foundation. This is a gentleman who doesn't have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, has no amateur wrestling credentials, no Muay Thai expertise. This is a man who cut his teeth on the mean streets of Miami. And tonight, live on Showtime, Kimbo Slice is set to prove he is a legitimate mixed martial arts fighter. We are about to see the street come to elite. It is Cage Fury, it is Kimbo Slice, and Tank Abbott. fight. They will score each round based equally on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and cage control. Scoring is done on a 10-point must system. The winner of each round receives 10 points, the loser 9 or less. No knees or downward elbow strikes to the head of a grounded opponent are allowed, and only the referee or doctor can stop the fight. It's street certified. It is the main event. It's time once again for Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bank United Center here at the University of Miami, Florida, as Elite XC presents the featured bout of the evening, made possible by Rockstar Energy Drink, Hunter World Markets, and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the Florida State Athletic Commission, the chairman, Eduardo La Casa, vice chairman, Don Bowen, executive director, Tom Malloy. Introducing our 3 judges scoring from cage side, all from Florida: Hector Gomez, Chris Lee, and Tim Vanata. And our 3rd man in the cage, introducing Troy Waugh. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in a heavyweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and MMA fans joining us around the world, live from Miami, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet even, he weighed in at 263 pounds. Truly MMA street brawling pioneer, his record stands at 9 wins, 13 losses, 5 wins coming by way of knockout, and 3 by submission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the colorful UFC veteran from Huntington Beach, California, introducing Tank Abbott. And his opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches. He weighed in at 234 pounds. This longtime street fighting icon is described as a brawler with a professional MMA record of 1 win, no losses, 1 win coming by way of submission. Representing Team Kimbo, fighting under the tutelage of Boss Rutan. He hails from Miami, Florida, by way of Nassau in the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the heavy-handed phenom, the popular legend and street fighting star of the internet. Here he is, the one and only Kimbo Slice. Once again, the referee in charge, Troy Waugh, now to give instructions.
Fighters, center of the ring. Gentlemen, this is the main event, and this is showtime. You know the rules. I want a good, clean fighter. Will not tolerate anything less. Go back to your corners. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
Tank Abbott has been in mixed martial arts since 1995. The question on many people's minds, which version of Tank will we see tonight, Sherman or Septic? Meanwhile, Kimbo Slice calls himself a bear, calls himself a lion. He is out to prove that he's got more game than a wildlife reserve. Wait for the eruption of the crowd here at the Bank United Center. It is absolutely volcanic.
Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Judge, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready?
Cage tested, street certified. The 2 balls made in the center of the cage. Forget about a feeling out process. Kimbo Slice has Tank Abbott down, and this one is over. Not yet. Oh my, what
the shot at the back of the head. That's why they stopped it. They wouldn't have stopped. No question.
Tank's already hopping. Controversy already.
Unbelievable.
Someone's mouthpiece flew out. No.
Kimbo slice means business.
Slightly.
Tank Abbott, these two again ready to tee off. What a start already to this main event. Just listen to this crowd.
They actually touched gloves. Oh, that right hand really hurt Tank.
Uppercut.
Tank's
Abbott gets another right across the jaw. The third one's the charm. Kimbo slice wins the main event.
Wow. Tank went out on his shield, face down.
Well, I can say no. So if Pride call me and say, Giant, you want to step, you're going to be somebody, I'll fight, I'll step there, I'll try. Because I'll feel I have something to prove. Because if I cannot win, or if I got a good fight, I'm supposed to do that, but I'm keep trying. So I feel I have something to show. I don't know how, but I will.
だんだん強くなってるっていうのも感じますし、やっぱり今度は負けないぞっていう気持ちもすごい感じますので、今までの以上のジャイアントシルバー選手で来ると思います。
And this time is gonna be a little hard to me because Minoah is a little guy, but he's very good to break fighters' foot, and my foot is special to me because I don't think so. I don't think if Minoah break my foot now, I don't think I can fight anymore because I'm so heavy, I'm not young, and he gonna break my foot. It's gonna be hard to me. My life is gonna be a little more hard. I come back home, everything is gonna be more hard to me because my weight is. But I don't care. I'll try to do that. It's all right.
体が大きいという武器を使うけど、僕も体が小さいという武器を使って相手を倒したいと思います。
First time they call me to fight Hieron, and till now I never say no. They call me, I say yeah. If they gonna call me to fight Miracle Crocop or Pharaoh or the great fighter they have, I'll do that. I'll try to do my best. I'm not scared to step in the ring. I'm not scared if somebody kick my ass or if I kick somebody's ass. It doesn't matter to me. I'll try to do my best.
코너 230cm, 180kg, Giant Silva!
Giant Silva's 42.72, 385 pounds, 1 and 5 in Pride Fighting Championships.
赤コーナー 175cm, 87.4kg, Minoah!
Ikuhisa, the punk Minoah, 35'9", 181 pounds, 6 and 5 in Pride. A very quirky personality trait, but one of the most popular fighters in Pride Fighting Championships. He sent the crowd here at the Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo in a frenzy with his very energetic entrance. And they're just being informed that 4-point attacks are going to be allowed in this matchup. We don't have to tell you why that even a situation, there is a vast size difference in this fight, but Ikuhisa Minoah loves challenges. Picture says 1,000 words.
Every time the camera angles behind Giant Silva, you lose the punk entirely.
Minoah, known for his unorthodox training techniques, in fact, preparing for this fight, he teamed up with Sentoryu and one of his other fight friends, Namakawa, and had Namakawa ride Sentoryu's shoulders while holding 2 bamboo sticks to simulate what it would be like to fight Giant Silva.
It was pretty close, actually. That was a pretty good altercation, how it should be.
Forward roll by Minoah right into the single leg, and he takes Giant Silva
look, a great ankle lock in this position.
Silva's only victory was via Kimura against Minoah's sparring partner Santorio, and listen to the crowd chant Minoah's name. Silva working from the bottom against Ikuhisa the Punk Minoah. And he has worked on escapes from the bottom, training in New Jersey. His corner exhorting him here, Trig.
He's doing a good job of holding off. Got to get his hips moved out. You see him turn a little bit. He's going to hold you down here the whole time if he doesn't move. Giant Silva has to turn his hips, face Minoah with his hips, and try to get back up to his feet.
Minoah going to the body with some elbow strikes. Giant neutralizing Minoah's left arm there, and he does seem to be maneuvering and trying to work for the Kimura. Meanwhile, Minoah busy breaking him down with those knee strikes to the side of his body.
Just like in boxing, you can whip soften the guy up and keep getting some knee strikes.
And now he's going left and right with the knees to the head, to the body. And it's over. Ikuhisa the Punk Minoah dispatches Giant Silva at 2 minutes 23 seconds of the opening round.
It was almost like Giant Silva was never really in the fight. I'm not exactly sure as to why they stopped it. I don't see any blood or any reason why they would have stopped it. I'm getting a report now. I guess from our camera, we couldn't really see it, Mo, but I guess he tapped out due to the knee to the face.
Yeah, was eating those vicious knee strikes from Minoah. Signaled that he had had enough. Minoah improves to 7-5, and for Ikuhisa the Punk Minoah, faces a bit of a conundrum, Trick.
Yeah.
Does he go into the Bushido welterweight tournament, or does he now want to be a part of the openweight tournament? I mean, this, in a sense, was a precursor to what we could see in an openweight tournament.
Well, yeah, I got to tell you what, I really think that he'd do a better job in the welterweight tournament because of his style and how well he can catch a lot of these guys with heel hooks and ankle locks. But you're right. You saw it here tonight. He's not scared to fight a guy as much bigger than he is, and he could surprise a lot of these openweight guys with his leg attacks.
And Minoah now leading the audience in his trademark cheers. A definite fan favorite here in Pride Fighting Championships. One of the aces of the Bushido series. Soak this in. Yeah, I think he's got a little charisma. Trey, what do you think?
I think it's in there someplace, being hit. Great roll, right to the leg. Perfect timing, great distance, knew exactly where he needed to be to make this work for himself. Got right in, basically got all the way by the guard. We see here that the knee strikes to the body, soften it up Giant Silva, and he gets a couple to his head. That's the end of the fight.
I'm not kidding you. I would go as Giant Silva for Halloween, but I'm follically challenged. Another freak show fight there as he took on Ikuhisa Minoah, or Minoah Man. I'm TJ DeSantis. This is a little marathon we're doing from UFC Fight Pass. If you're not a member, sign up right now. Scan the QR code that is on your screen. It's the world's largest combat sports library. You're too old to trick or treat, so jump on Fight Pass and dig in. I've given you some nuggets here with Freak Show fights, and I haven't even played all of them. I got one more for you before we get out of here because it might be the freakiest one. It's probably on everybody's list. I'm sure if you were tuning in and making side bets with your buddies, we're going to see this fight, we're going to see this fight, we're going to see this fight. This is the one that you were telling him you were going to see. Butterbean, former boxer, did some kickboxing. He got into the Pride ring against Zulu Zinho, Zulu Jr. There was a different Zulu Zinho. This one was bigger. I don't think he was better, though. No spoilers. Butterbean, Zulu, Freak Show fights. Go sign up at UFC Fight Pass right now if you're not a member. Biggest no-brainer. in all of combat sports. Happy Halloween.
青コーナー180センチ185キロバトルベン赤コーナー200センチ185キロズーローレフェリー星野森田
Okay, boss, come in center. Okay, 3 rounds. Don't attacking headbutting, don't attacking back, don't attacking low blowing. Don't too much holding and don't grabbing low. Both clean fight, aggression fight, okay? Check out. Okay, corner. Judge. Ready? Fight!
Back to finish. Calma, Zulu. Calma. Repõe. Vamos lá, joelho por dentro. Vamos lá, joelho esquerdo. Joelho esquerdo por dentro. Vai saindo, vai saindo. Joelho esquerdo. Calma. Bola a mão, bola a mão. Calma, respira. Vamos lá. Calma, repõe. Calma o joelho, repõe. Vamos repor, vamos repor. Vamos repor, Zulu. Fica calmo, fica calmo. Vamos lá. Vamos reagir, vamos botar o joelho pra dentro. Repõe, Zulu. Repõe, fica calmo. Vamos lá. Vamos trabalhar, vamos trabalhar. Vamos reagir, acredita nele. Vamos, garoto. Raça.
Bora, Zulu! Bora, Zulu!
Põe o joelho, vamos acordar. Vamos, Zulu. Calma, vamos lá. Vai sair daí, vamos lá. Vem repondo, vai tirando a cabeça pra cá. Calma. Tira a cabeça daí, vamos. Vai, joelho esquerdo dentro, Zulu. Joelho esquerdo dentro, Zulu. Vamos, Zulu. Vai durando. Vai, não foi nada. Calma, segura o joelho. Não vai subir. Isso aí, não vai bater não. Vamos lá, isso, reage. Vamos reagir. Vamos reagir, vamos lá. Calma. Vamos repor. Vai tirando a cabeça pra cá. Bota o joelho pra dentro. Vamos tirar a cabeça pra direita, vamos. Vamos saindo, vamos lá, garoto. Vamos repor. Vamos, mão na mão.